Why do you think the writ should be stopped in this case?
Could you repeat that, Judge?
Why do you think the writ should be stopped in this case? Or to set aside the default judgment?
Why should it be set aside?
Yeah,
We received the notice on the 2nd that we were supposed to be here on the 26th at 12. And as you know, we haven't missed a court date yet. We're always on time. Probably got one of our kids, but we're definitely on time. And then once I realized that we were late, within the hour, I had just got off of work. I walked here, and then I put that motion in.
okay.
And
So, go ahead.
we have now got another person to help with some of it. Vincent St. Paul said 300, but my wife just put in a SER again because I'm no longer at that place that I was working. I'm at McDonald's, which I make way less.
Okay.
So, and then the person who's advocating for us, she just had a death in the family. So it's hard. I haven't been able to talk to her this week besides Monday. And that's when she told me about Vincent St. Paul willing to for 300. So that leaves 1499.91 to come up with for the
14, say that again?
wasn't it 1499.91?
So we have to come up
Yeah, that we'd have to come up with because Hawk said they would pay 3,000.
1,000.
Yeah, Vincent St. Paul said.
All right, but how are you gonna do that? Because see, here's the thing, to set aside the default judgment, I've not only gotta have a reason why you didn't appear, but I also have to have, you have to give me some semblance that there's a defense to the. And there really isn't a defense per se.
Okay.
You're just trying to figure, you're trying to create room to,
Sorry.
it's all right. You're trying to create room so that you can get the payments in.
Yeah.
Wow. I'll watch that for hours. She got you so wrapped. All right,
Just only one of the 5 boys.
yes. So, that difference,
Yes.
that difference, how are you gonna come up with that difference, folks?
I'm actually working on getting a loan for one of my family members right now for the full amount, and then I would pay them back in installments. But I should hear something this week.
Yeah.
This coming week, we should hear something about that. And like I said, I've also she's reached out to SER. We're waiting to hear back from Friends Indeed. Like I said, I haven't talked to the social worker who's basically been advocating for me through all these different places because, like I said, she had a death in the family.
All right.
But
Here's what I'm gonna do, and so that you'll maybe understand why I'm doing it this way, I'll explain.
okay,
Because I think legally I can't grant your motion to set aside the default, so I'm gonna deny your motion to set aside the default.
okay,
What one of the advantages to me doing that, although it may sound like a loss, is that the figure that you'd have to pay is that judgment amount.
Mhm.
If I were to grant it, we're now in the judgment amount to maintain your housing, we'd have to include January rent.
okay,
You follow me there?
yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna deny your motion. I'm gonna indicate that plaintiff, a writ may issue. It sounds like you're trying to get there, it's just piecemeal by piecemeal. So I'm gonna give you some time to put it together, but then a writ may issue, but it cannot be executed until January 26th.
Okay,
Okay, so all of these pieces you got kind of out there, I'm giving you time to try to pull all of that together
okay,
and try to make this work.
it will.
All right, fair enough?
Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. All right. All right, you guys take care of yourselves.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, little one. She did,
Bye-bye.
she said nothing,
She had that.
but I don't know, she was staring at Miss Engine. She,
Yeah, she.
I got two girls.
yeah, that's right.
I got 4 girls.
That was a girl thing going on there.
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are you guys calling me?
Yes, I'm calling you. We've been calling you for like an hour now. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, sorry, I went to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, let's see. Where are we on her case?
Your Honor, I have a balance including court costs of $5,242.08. I'm checking to see if there was that payment of $1,000. Let me see if I see it.
Were you able to get that payment in, Miss Williams?
I ended up submitting 850 because ended up needing to get something done on my car, but I submitted it earlier today.
The 850.
Yes.
All right. So if I assume that, what's your plan for the rest for this?
So let me see. On the 23rd, I should have 1,100. And then on February 6th, I should have 2,000.
And your monthly rent is how much?
It's 1465, I
Okay.
think.
Got it. Are they interested at all, or would they be interested in working out something with her or not?
Your Honor, I think they have the policy is that payment plans have to kind of start right at the beginning of the case and then go through and be paid within, a shorter period of time than I think that
Yeah.
so I just don't have authority to enter into anything.
Oh, yes, and I also talked to Hawk, and they said I have to get it down to 3,000 before they can even talk to me. So,
52, just do 53 minus 850 gives me what? Yes. 4,450. And then if she had 11 come in, that's gonna get, okay.
Yeah, because I think if we go down 3,000 by the six, I think it's just gonna kick it right back up again.
Okay, so ma'am, let me ask you this. The 1,100 you said you'd have by the 23rd.
yes, I should have it on the 23rd.
Is there any way that you'd be able to get, you really would need about 1,500 to even come close to trying to make this work, because it's got to work within this month.
Mm-hmm. So,
Well, maybe
what
not.
day
She
should I
pays the
have it?
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, first thing, is there a realistic thought that you can get that?
Yeah, I can hustle and come up with it.
Okay, all right. All right, so you would need to come up with the 1,500 by the 23rd,
Ooh.
but you don't think you can do that?
It's possible.
Okay, so here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you to that point that you can at least begin the appointment with Hawk,
Mm-hmm.
right? But we're short because if you get that by the 23rd, your balance is under 3, you can then set the appointment with Hawk, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then coming into February, you pay the 2,000,
Mhm.
you're gonna be under that amount, and Hawk may be able, if they can help you, then you're gonna be
Mhm.
under that number and have the potential to get yourself clear. That's the only way I see it happen. But the only way it's gonna work realistically is that you gotta come to that 3,000 by the 23rd.
Mm. You know what? I'll make it happen.
So over plaintiff's objection, I'm gonna adjourn it to the 23rd, and if it's not, and basically we gotta have the balance to 3,000 by then. So I'll adjourn it to January 23rd, 2026 at 3 p.m. Okay, so that you understand and so that we're real clear, I'm doing this over plaintiff's objection. You get, because normally if you didn't pay that 1,000, I would just give them a judgment today, but I get other stuff comes up. So
Yeah.
I'm indicating that you gotta get this down to 3,000. You get it down to 3,000, then we can look at trying to get this whole thing done. If you don't get it down to 3,000, I'm giving them a judgment. I'm not gonna hear much else. All right?
I
Fair
got you.
enough?
Mhm.
All right. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Court does call the case, people versus, or people, Gulf Side Lakes 1 and 2 versus Natasha Almost.
So, good morning, good afternoon,
Good afternoon, your name.
Natasha Almost.
All right, where are we on her case?
Your Honor.
This is a set aside?
Yes.
All right. Ma'am, what's your basis for wanting to set this aside?
Well, I paid the judgment, but I guess there was a balance of $166 that I was unaware of. So December's rent rolled into the new judgment. So, I had an appointment with Hawk on the 6th.
Oh, that you lost me there. So we issued a judgment December 5th.
December 5th. Yep. So I didn't come to court because I thought I had it paid, but there was a small balance of $166 that I was unaware of because I paid them November 27th, 28th. I paid them over $1,000.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, because we,
Court costs, Your Honor.
yeah, so what had happened was you were here on the 21st.
Yeah.
And what you were probably told, if you get it paid before the end of the month, they were gonna dismiss it, which is
Yes.
why you didn't show up at the next hearing.
Yes.
But everything didn't get paid because the court costs didn't get paid.
Yeah.
Because you were focusing on the number.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay. And then, so this judgment then gets entered. Okay, so where is she now?
Balance is 3,000, so I'm curious as to on how the Hawk appointment went and if they've approved it and kind of how we're going from there.
Yep. I'm waiting to hear back from Emily. I have all the documents submitted to her and she's supposed to reach out to Melissa today, hopefully.
Okay,
If not, probably Monday.
okay, Your Honor.
Amy, do we have any, if she'll let you talk about it?
What was-
We have somebody from the court liaison officer that may have information regarding your Hawk. Do you mind if she shares it with us?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I don't have much other than to confirm that she did have her appointment on the 6th, and yeah, she's gonna be needing my documents.
Okay,
But no reason to think that it wouldn't get approved, that you. I don't have anything to
Okay.
ones.
Your Honor, would you maybe forbear ruling on the motion and maybe set it over for a week?
okay, for a ruling, okay. No, I'll adjourn the motion. All right, so we can at least hear. You got
Okay.
that?
Sounds good.
So I'll adjourn this to the 16th. January 16th, 2026 at 2 p.m.
Can I request a Zoom?
Can you request it?
Yeah.
Sure, and I can say no. No,
Okay.
I'm kidding. You'll have to submit the form and then we
Okay.
do individual consideration on that.
Okay. So if everything gets paid, I don't have to come to court for this.
I'd say
Oh my.
yes, but I think that's where we ended up in this one though. here's what I'm gonna suggest that you be here.
While Mr. Brown is coming up, I think that there are funds in escrow. If we could figure out.
Yes, there are. There are $680. Yes, $680.
Sorry, I interrupted you before you could say your name.
My name is Dion Brown.
Okay, and what's the claim in this case?
Not including what's paid into escrow, I have $1,401.25.
That's owing.
Owing, so.
And then
Out
what?
of 680, we're at like 800. Less than.
Less than, yeah. All right, man, how you gonna get this paid?
I have it paid all by the 21st.
So you'll have everything paid by the 21st?
I make a $900 payment next week, and then the following week it will be the remaining balance. I'm waiting on I took the money out of my 401k, so it doesn't.
Right, but you,
I think.
maybe my math's wrong, but if you make a $900 payment, when do you plan on making that?
It should come Wednesday, but I'm gonna say Thursday, just in case it doesn't come.
Of this upcoming Thursday.
Mhm.
But if she pays that, gives me almost 1,700 when I include his escrow,
Yeah, I think that should do.
and that would do it.
Balance.
Oh, well, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
if your honor would really mind releasing the escrow.
Yeah, what I'll do right now is I'll release the escrow to plaintiff. Okay, so
Okay.
that we're gonna send your escrow out. And then I'll adjourn it out just 1 week to the
Okay.
16th, 2026 at 2 p.m. Okay, so the idea here is you get that 900 in. I release the escrow here, you're actually gonna have a slight bit of a credit on your account,
Okay.
and then I don't need to see you again. Not that I don't want to, but I don't need to see you again.
Thank you.
Do that work?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, this is the turning point. Once the body cam comes in, the narrative shifts from arguments to evidence, and evidence doesn't lie. Pay close attention to how the judge reacts and how the defendant responds to the video being played. Payment plans, review hearings, and staggered due dates. This is a glimpse into the meticulous follow-up courts require for compliance. For anyone watching, notice how these small details can make or break someone's legal trajectory. Who knew finances and probation could be this intertwined? A deferred sentence with probation oversight? This is a big deal. It's not just punishment, it's a structured path for someone to avoid jail time while proving they can follow the law. Think of it as the court saying, "We believe you can do better. Prove it."